Right now, over 1 million people worldwide are waiting for an organ that may never come. A heart, a liver, a kidney. Every country faces the same problem. Not rare diseases, but scarcity. There are simply aren't enough donors. But what if we don't need them? What if, instead of waiting for a match, your new organ could be printed from your own cells? From India to Brazil, Europe to Japan, transplant waiting list keeps growing. Every hour, lives are lost because supply can't meet demand. Traditional transplantation has saved millions since the first successful kidney transplant in 1954. But for decades, we have depended on human generosity and chance. So, scientists everywhere started asking, instead of hoping for donors, could we build the organs ourselves? It began with a hacked office printer. In the early 2000s, researchers replaced the ink with living cells and accidentally started a revolution. 3D bioprinting. Today, the idea has turned into one of the fastest growing areas in medicine across the globe. Labs are learning to print tissues, not from metal or plastic, but from life itself. In Japan, researchers at Kyoto University and startup Heartseed are printing patches of beating heart tissues. The biggest challenge is making full organs. In India, scientists recently demonstrated bioprinting liver and cartilage tissue using locally made printers at the Maharaja Sayojirao University of Baroda. And in Europe, labs in Sweden and Germany are printing skin and bone tissues for reconstructive surgeries. Even China has national projects focused on bioprinting kidneys and corneas. For the first time in the history, it's truly global race to grow human organs. How bioprinting works. So, how do you print something alive? Step 1. Scientists take a few of your cells, often from your skin or blood. Step 2. They reprogram them into flexible stem cells that can become any type of tissue. Step 3. Those cells are mixed with a soft gel full of nutrients called bioink. Step 4. A 3D bioprinter builds your organ layer by layer. Step 5. The printed tissue grows in a special incubator until it starts functioning because it's made from your own DNA. Your immune system recognizes it as you. That means no rejection, no waiting list, no donor drugs, just a new organ designed for your body. In 2025, we are still not printing full-sized human hearts or kidneys, but we are closer than ever. MIT's latest 3D bioprinter uses AI and automation to ensure perfect cell placement. Stanford's new method for printing vascular networks solved a key survival problem for large organs. European labs have successfully printed skin with blood vessels that's already in early human testing. Globally, the 3D bioprinting market hits $2.9 billion in 2025 and could surpass $8 billion 2034 as hospitals and biotech companies prepare for clinical use. But printing organ isn't easy. Creating tissue is one thing, making a living, breathing organ is another. The biggest challenge is vascularization. Building tiny, intricate blood vessels inside the printed tissue. Then there is regulation. Every country defines printed organs differently. Are they medical devices, donated tissue, something entirely new? And of course, cost. Bioprinters are expensive, though that's changing as nations invest in open source hardware and training. Still, progress is undeniable. Experts now predict the first transplant-ready bioprinted organs could appear within 5 to 7 years. Imagine this. You need a new heart. Doctors take a small sample of your cells, send it to a lab, and a few weeks later, your new heart is printed and ready. No waiting, no rejection, no borders. For decades, patients waited. For luck, for donors, for time. Now, the solution might come from something we already have, our own cells. Because the future of organ transplants may not be about replacing what's lost, but regrowing what's ours. Which country do you think will be the first to print a working human organ? Tell us in the comment section and subscribe for more stories shaping the biology for tomorrow.